Welcome back to Shadow Empire, and something interesting has occurred. Specifically, I am pretty sure, and don't ask me how I know, that this rocket is going to disappear next turn. Now, I hope that's not the case, but it may very well happen. Now, we're going straight to Jeanette Town. Some people have been saying don't attack them, some people have been saying attack them. I think we've got to try to take them out of the game early on, grab that third town. That would just be so useful to the rest of our people here, to the rest of our militia units, our population, etc. There's also a few locations here, like the Independent Lab. I want to take a look at that. And as you can see here, this lab is worth 100 research points per turn, which is really good. We want to connect this to the road network. So I think we've got enough industrial points. I'm just going to construct a road. Eventually, we do want to go for these sealed roads, but for now, this will have to do. And that's all I'm trying to do. Now we've got a road to the lab. We should be able to bring in resources from there. The important thing about that lab is it's not a public or private asset. It's just kind of a research asset, but we'll still get the bonuses from it. I'd also like to connect that deep foam station because that's going to bring us some power, some energy. So you know what? I am going to also construct a road there if I'm able to. Nice. So we've got several different places linked up. It's also going to help the people in Grenencon, our second city, because right now their population is low and dropping by 1. Hopefully this is going to greatly improve it. All right, let's go till next turn. Let's really hope that that army remains there. Keep in mind, we're not just fighting the guys to the north. We're also fighting these free folk marauders to the south, and they can be just as dangerous. Because of their proximity to Grenencon, they're actually causing a -5 happiness rating due to the area being dangerous. So we want to move folks in there, we want to stop them from moving in there, and then we want to move our own soldiers in there to be militia, to pretty much walk the streets, make sure there's no criminal activity going on, and to just pretty much keep the peace. That's going to be our next move, of course. I wonder if we still get that rocket. Please say yes. Please say yes. Because if we do still get that rocket, I very well may use it this turn. So we go ahead and get to use our nuke pretty much. But I'm pretty sure that next turn, that card disappears. Again, I'm hoping I'm wrong. I don't think I am. And despite people saying save the rocket, if we can use it against this city and wipe out a tremendous amount of the defenders, I am going to be using it. I don't care about the outcome afterwards, as long as that outcome is going to be a total victory. So here we go. They're already cutting off some of our units here. Let's take a look there. And if it does so happen that we've lost that rocket, no, we still have it. The scary thing is we probably won't have it next turn. So I'm going to move this guy up here. I'm going to move our mech over here as well. So our mech would be able to attack next turn. And I'm going to move this vehicle as well. I'm just going to keep this guy here to hopefully defend the road. Again, I don't know if it's going to be sufficient. We'll have to see. And now we're going to come in with the rest of our troops and hopefully close this guy down. I'm going to send the militia unit there to watch the city. But with the rest of our men, I am going to go for an all-out attack. Our odds are 2.7 to 1. They could be better. We definitely outnumber the enemy, but they know this territory better than we do. I already see a few of them retreating, but very few actually taking hits. And it looks like they are going to hold that location. This was my concern about areas like this. Now, what we could do is go to Grenencon here and purchase some additional troops, independent brigades specifically, but we still need some additional resources to make that happen. It looks like primarily we need manpower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here to Odessa, our capital city. I'm going to call the governor. I'm just going to make sure that the governor is getting more than the average number of recruits. I'm going to go for 1,500. I'm going to put 2 credits in the public budget as well. So this should increase the happiness of the people. Although thankfully over here their happiness is above par. So they seem to be doing pretty good here, to say the least. Elsewhere, maybe not so much. Few decisions to make. A rogue doctor in Odessa. So a secretive doctor is performing experiments here. I am going to close his lab by force. Who knows, he could have brought us a science bonus. CEO asks us to participate. Now, since we're going for a very, very militant approach to this game, we are going to go for more efficiency. So if the corporation does better, we'll give them more credits. I think that's fair enough. As long as they work to assist the state here, then we'll help them out. I also want to make sure that military research and economic research are really our main focuses. Not exactly how I'd want it. And we'll accept the motion that the tech level go quite a bit higher. I mean, after all, we do want to get a nice amount of research going. We want to have a high tech level so that we can, you know, compete with a lot of the other superpowers. These guys aren't even superpowers, but just a lot of the other cities in the area. So let's go straight for it. My only real concern, well, obviously the enemy, but also the fact that our food stores aren't doing great. We could do a lot better with food, and our people would be a lot happier. I'd also worry a lot less about food getting to our soldiers. Let's just hope, please let that rocket stay in play for one more turn. I really want to use it. And that would be almost a certain victory in the city. So we would take that area, essentially, and we'd have 3 large cities to work with. Now, cities are both positives and negatives in the sense that they eat up resources, but they also can produce a lot of things and obviously just grow the size of your nation, also increase tech research because there's going to be more scientists working on these projects. There are benefits, but again, they do cost money. So we're going to need to start building all over the place. We're already kind of doing that. But we want to build all over the place, get mining buildings, industrial buildings, as well as just good old farms to produce food. And right now our farm level is at human. It's not at the Xeno farm level. It's not very effective, I have to say. It's not the most effective thing that you're going to see in terms of agriculture. Oh no, so Iron State has violated our borders and declared war on us. Now, I am not sure. I think Iron State might actually be to the west. Let's take a look at the map. I don't want to... Okay, so I see where Iron State is. It's not going to be these guys at Jeanette Town, but we can go ahead and get a shot. Oh no! This is going to be Iron State, and look at that, guys, 41-1 odds. We're going to go ahead and raise those to 96-1 odds, firing our nuke, and look at that, quite immediately damaging a lot of them here. But, oh my goodness, tell me it isn't true. Are they still going to keep fighting?
Objective lost.
They have held. They have held. This is absolutely incredible, but Jeanette Town has held. Over here, I'm just going to keep on attacking. I'm going to move this guy up here, move this guy right here. Obviously, now we do not have the assistance. We've got to keep that in mind. We don't have the assistance of that missile anymore. So whatever we do from here, we need to keep that in mind. We need to do something to lower the danger just presented by the amount of troops in here. I really thought our guys would do better. The only thing I can really do is go ahead, construct a road, and try and increase the actual level of reinforcement. In fact, what I'm going to do is, jump over here and just replace troops. We'll go ahead and replace our infantry. We actually have to get a lot of them back. So we're going to get 2,000 riflemen out to these areas. Of course, since it's so far from all of our cities, for them to actually get here is probably going to take a few turns. I don't expect them to make it here next turn. Of course, anything can happen. Now, the CEO is asking for money, 238 credits. I am going to provide this subsidy. We're going very pro-corporate in this Let's Play, just in an effort to do our absolute best. As for the zones, I'm going to do the militia project, and this is going to allow us to construct a militia house asset in our capital. That's very, very important to make sure that the militia, we show the militia that we care about them, that we're willing to, of course, pay for their training, give them a nice few credits to go into battle, and just in general show them that they're quite an important part of the state here. So I think that's a good idea. The question is, are our guys going to be able to take that city to the north? I'm not so sure. That might be our downfall if we're not careful here. I thought for sure our missile would completely knock them out. It killed a bunch of them, maybe hundreds, maybe thousands, but a few are still in the rubble fighting back and doing a pretty damn good job at it. For us to bring in all of our reinforcements, it's going to take 2 or 3 turns, so we might have to just redraw our lines and prepare for an extended war with these guys. Really, really get down to action. So there we go. They attacked us in the north. They definitely pushed our forces back. They're attacking us again with 2 armies, it looks like. We don't know how many men are there, but we're going to find out during the start of our turn how many casualties have occurred on each side. Let's hope that the news isn't too awful here. And let's also hope that we actually got some reinforcements. Now, them cutting off our road, that's got me very worried. I think we're almost certainly going to have to fall back and live to fight another day, pretty much. I'm annoyed that they actually declared war on us. Now, we are in a time of relative calm, and also our tech level is doing pretty well. Soldier morale is understandably not very high. You can just see here, it's a problem, of course, and with reason. We're not going to be able to take Grenencon this turn. There's no way. What we are going to start doing is building up our forces here on the border and pretty much preparing for a long war ahead. I'm also going to take all these militia forces except for that 5 and start moving them up there to the north to assist. It looks like these militia forces did get reinforcements. We need to get those reinforcements to the rest of our army to be truly combat effective. So we've just pretty much declared war crimes, although this is a post-Armageddon time, so I don't think it counts. But we pretty much launched a nuke at that city. We very likely caused, and once this unit leaves, we'll see that this area is affected by radiation. That does happen after using those weapons, and who knows what's going to happen from here. Grenencon is looking amazing. You can see it's actually got sealed roads in it, so it's like a proper city, high-rise buildings, etc. Odessa is also looking pretty good, but we need to consider actually purchasing some more buildings here, and you can see that the populace is actually leaving Odessa. So are the free folk. And a lot of them are going to Grenencon. So we've got to get some more assets here, make it a better big town. It is a big town over here, and Grenencon is also a big town 3. So these are areas we really, really want to defend and take care of, pretty much. We're going to be ignoring the rebels over here in the Callus Slough area, pretty much this temperate swamp. And hopefully we can beat Iron State here to the north. I'm very worried about how we're going to do against them, and I am shocked they withstood that attack. But that's the way war goes sometimes. Anyway, guys, I hope you're enjoying. If you are, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. All glory to the Zarin Legion.